I have battled my way through the entirety of the game, collecting 7 crystal stars. I have taken down many fearful opponents, such as a paper machete robot, a guy hiding underneath his blanket, and also burnt jizz. I befriended the greatest of people, such as Purple Cotton Candy, a abused Shadow, and don't forget Horted. And at long last, it is time to take down the Palace of Shadows. Open up the 1,000-year door and let the final chapter begin. Nothing will stop me through the journey through this incredible palace. I'll get all the first strikes. I'll hide from all the bullets. I'm gonna grind my way to the top. When you're faced by some odd-looking butter, you smash it in the head with a hammer. Works every time. No surprises will come up and get me. Shit. This will be absolutely no challenge. Mario hurdles flaming fire sticks in his dreams. Now, I don't know why the fire started doing this little wave formation thing, but it won't help it regardless. I'm gonna get past it easy enough. Now, I'm not sure why Grateful Dead decided to have the latest concert inside the Palace of Shadows, but all these deadheads are nothing on me. I'm gonna get to my guy regardless. And after conquering this maze, I have gone basically nowhere, because this battle is actually really damn huge and there's a lot to it. So, hey, only one place this chapter. It's gotta be big. That's what final chapters do. So your first real challenge in the Palace of Shadows is Gloomtail. It happens to be the older brother of Hooktail, the boss of the first chapter. So a little reunion right here. Now this one is something I want to expand on. He says it's his first fresh meet in ages, but the audience seems to have been here the entire time. We haven't seen him come from anywhere else, so I'm not really sure what Gloomtail is getting at right there. I think he might be blind. And that kind of makes sense with how the fight went, because he certainly didn't see the pain coming from me. Just do your power lift, power bounce the shit out of him. I don't believe he's got defense to hold me to that, but your first challenge ain't all that hard. Or actually, one way that might fuck you up, he will like start glowing all this stuff, and you can do like an attack that does a ton of damage. So just use Vivian like hide, and it does no damage. So, what would you rather have? A ton of damage dealt to you or no damage? Pretty easy choice right there. Now, actually, one of my favorite spots in this chapter is probably when you go to like that astrology-looking building. Looks like it might have a telescope on top, and I don't know, just really neat place. They have 8 different puzzles in it, all with kind of different solutions to it. They got a little note on the board to help you out. But some of them are like try to go through the fake wall, try to go high to make the block appear, use flurry to blow off like the fake tarp. There are some really neat puzzles, and I don't know, the atmosphere of this room was really, really cool. So it's a great part of the dungeon. Second boss you come across in this dungeon is the Shadow Sirens. Of course, Shadow Sirens are down 1 member. So who joined their team? But good old Dupless. We actually ran into him earlier in the chapter because Dupless is the one that helped trick you with the whole Franklin guys get you in the door. What color turnaround right there. Naturally, you should use Vivian for this fight because she hates her sisters, so you know she's gonna fucking kill them. It's also great too because you can use a combination of Art Attack and Fiery Jinx and do a ton of damage just like that. They die pretty quickly. Not much to worry about here. Oh, and don't forget, Marilyn can still only say the word Gah! See, I mentioned I like that astrology-looking room. In the final section 2 of the Palace of Shadows, when you get to basically the Queen's Chambers, it is an excellent stretch that uses almost every kind of puzzle you've solved in the game. They all have kind of some continual throwback. You have to use Koops for a bit, Admiral Bobbery, Flurry. I don't know, I just thought it was neat how they brought like everything back for the final stretch. That last stretch of the Palace of Shadows was pretty damn fun, and pretty damn fun to solve. This is something I caught when I was like editing these clips again. Vivian says this room is familiar to her. There might have some relevance because you'll find out the Shadow Signs have actually been to the Palace of Shadows before, and they're actually the true masterminds behind it. So Vivian might have some kind of in on that too. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much in this statement, but I think it does foreshadow that the Shadow Sirens have been to the Palace of Shadows before. So I just thought that was kind of neat. Boss number 3 in this dungeon just so happens to be Sir Gratos, the person you have not met at all in the game, but is the supposed villain of said game. Now, like a perfect boss, he too completely shits on his employees, such as the Shadow Sirens and Crump. Nice work there, Gratos. Now, I also got no idea how Gratos actually became the head of the Exonauts because he has a very, very little amount of HP. It would have been very easy for one of the Exonauts just to get angry one day and take him down and become the new head. Doesn't make much sense to me, but regardless, you beat him. Naturally, being a Mario game, Gratos cannot be the final boss. It must be Bowser. Yeah, he just seems to crash down. I have absolutely no idea how he broke into this palace, but he did. Bowser can do things. This might be the first time in the entire series I actually should give legitimate tips about the boss battle because it will not be a piece of cake. You do have lower HP when starting this fight, and Bowser and Gamey keep the fucking purple hag behind Bowser, whatever her name is. Take opportunities to heal if needed, because it will come up at some point in this fight. And also, do your best to take down the purple hag, because she can use spells and stuff to not only recover health, but also beef up Bowser and add more to his attack, which is already pretty high. Take her down, and then just keep pounding Bowser, and you'll survive this fight. It's still not that bad. So yeah, no surprise, Grados goes down with Peach into the shadows, Shadow Queen area. They unleash the monster, eats up Peach. Grados demands some stuff. Shadow Queen says, "Fuck you." Grados dies. Shadow Shiren's still up. It's cool. They asked me to join their squad. I would say yes, but this cutscene took 5 minutes, and I didn't want to have to play it all again. So I just started the fight. This fight is in 2 segments. The first segment is just the Queen being like not in her master form yet, not with her 100% energy just yet. So pound the shit out of her, because you will be reviving all your health at some point. Keep doing that until she becomes invincible, and then when she's invincible, just cry. Fall in the gutter and cry, because you can't do anything about it. Now have no fear, if you played the first Paper Mario game before, they just take a chapter out of that playbook and make it so when the final boss becomes invincible, you get some magic stuff from all the stars you collected, in this case the crystal stars, like goes to each of the areas and gets like support from everyone. Peach then kind of breaks out of the Shadow Queen and gives you health, and there you go, she's once again mortal. So time to actually do the final fight. My first suggestion for this fight is to get a Shine Sprite as my bonus. Now do bear in mind, I got it right at the start of said fight when I already had full everything, so all I did was just fill up the audience. The most disappointing Shine Sprite I ever got. So yeah, final boss fight, obviously just throw the stick at her, do whatever it takes to beat her. She does have 2 hands, or like an army of hands, which is kind of creepy. Do your best to take those out, because if you don't, they will deal a lot of damage to you, and it becomes a real nuisance. She ever goes in like that invincible tech mode where she's going to wreak havoc, use Vivian to hide. Just keep pounding her, she has 150 HP, which is a shit ton, but just keep pounding her and eventually you win. Make sure your health bar doesn't go down too low. Use what you got, and you will have defeated her, and you will have successfully beaten Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door.